and welcome to Crafty Ladybug Creations. My name is Stephanie, and today I'm going to be doing a t-shirt tutorial with you. This plain drab t-shirt that I have on right now is going to be turned into something fabulous. To complete this project, you will need a few other items. A simple black t-shirt, a piece of fabric, lace that you can find at your fabric store or even Walmart. I found this in the trim section. A bit of decorative ribbon. Also, I found this in the trim section of my local fabric store. A liquid stitch adhesive, found again at my local fabric or craft store. And a few basic stick pins. Now, to begin this project, you will want to fold your t-shirt over so that the seams meet and mark the center with your pins. So we're going to be going from our point of our V-neck down to the center of our bottom. Stay tuned and I will show a close-up view of this process. Begin by trimming your lace and your bit of trim that you're going to use down the center of the lace at the correct length. I have my t-shirt already laid out, and I'm just going to simply trim and cut through both of those pieces to make sure that I have enough material to complete the project. You will want to begin with your t-shirt folded back to back so that your front collar is poking out as well as the front face of your t-shirt, matching the seams up on the side, and this will help you to determine the center of your t-shirt. Next, you want to take your pin and mark the center top. I'm really sorry, but my pins are a light silver, so they don't really show up that well on camera, but I have a V-neck t-shirt, and the top was very easy to figure out because it was the point of the V, so that's right there. Then I'm just going to follow my line straight down, and I'm going to be marking the bottom of the t-shirt, once again with the little pin, stick pin. And you want to be sure not to get the back side. You just want to do the front side of the t-shirt, marking the center with your pin. Next, we want to open up our t-shirt. And for the next step, you'll need an extra piece of cardboard or other stiff material. I have here just a piece of foam board that I got from the Dollar Tree. You want to put this inside your t-shirt because when we use the liquid adhesive, you don't want that adhesive to run all the way through both sides of your t-shirt. So we're just simply going to run that through our t-shirt. And this way, we'll be able to use the liquid adhesive on it. Mine is not quite long enough, but that'll be okay. You can just move it down as you're gluing. Our next step will be to lay our lace out. And we want to place our lace at the center top and use one of your pins again. At the center top, you want to be sure to overlay it at the top a little bit because we need an extra little piece to slide underneath the collar. So I'm just simply going to pin this in place, centering it up with where I chose the center of the V. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom piece. I'm going to center it up, being sure to leave a little bit to overlap and fold under. So I'm going to center it up, and I'm going to place my pin and just go through the one layer. Our next step will be to take a couple other pins and just simply lay them randomly throughout our piece, so that it attaches to the t-shirt. Then we want to take our liquid stitch adhesive, and we're ready to attempt to glue this down. I find it easier to start at the top, so you just want to take a little dab and glue it at the top underneath and lay that back so it'll dry. And then just simply move part of your lace out of the way, and in random spots coming down the t-shirt, you want to do a little dab of glue, or you could also run a really thin line of glue down your lace, back and forth. Being sure to kind of tuck it down. And it's just kind of simple. Just use your glue like you would a glue pen. Wanting to get into the center of the lace as much as possible. Be careful if your board's not that long, you don't want to go all the way down and let the adhesive run through. So just simply pat that down a little bit. Be careful because your hands might get a little bit of adhesive on them, so you can just rub that off. Our next piece of trim, I've elected to put a piece of trim down the center of my lace just because I think it looks a little bit fancier. This piece is going to be a little bit easier because you can just simply run the glue bead right down the piece of trim and then flip it over onto your t-shirt. And this is also going to go through the t-shirt, the first piece of lace into the t-shirt, and give it a little bit more stickiness too. Be careful not to get it onto your shirt. And just simply glue that down. Or if you find it easier, you might want to just run your adhesive right down the center. Continue it all the way down to the bottom. And then lay your trim piece on top of that. That might be easier for some of you folks. And I'm just going to give it a really good push down. You want it to stick. I'm doing it right over top of my pins. I'll pull my pins out when the project's complete. Then at the top of the t-shirt, you're going to want to glue the back side of your V-neck and do adhesive inside of there, as well as the bottom down here. I'm going to start with the bottom just because that's kind of right where I am. And it's easier for me to reach. So I'm just simply going to fold over my t-shirt slightly, do a large grouping of adhesive, and then I'm just going to literally fold the lace under and the trim piece under. And you want to do the same thing at your top piece. Then we're going to let it all dry, and voila, we'll have a fancy smancy t-shirt.